Morning everyone, Kyle here, and today we're going to have a look at the third part of the blog series where we investigate some of the properties of the camera and what we can do with the actual video stream. So you can see once again we've got our Dynamics instance sitting on the left and the camera on the right hand side looking into our little IoT house, just to prove this isn't any smoke and mirrors and it actually all is working. And what we're going to do is we're going to navigate through on our new UCI interface into one of our customer assets, and this time instead of using the thermostat we're actually going to go ahead and use the camera. And what's quite nice about this is obviously the device properties are specific to the device type, and what I've done again is just created a specific form so we can see what's going on here. Now if we have a look at the properties that are available, a couple that I'll point out to you. Firstly, obviously the camera's online, and secondly it is streaming. So what we'll see on the right hand side here is that's actually the little camera, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull the stream from there. So you can see that, and we'll see that there's a little bit of a delay, but we'll turn that to have a look at the actual thermostat. So you can see on the right hand side that things have updated on the thermostat, but the video stream is a little bit behind that. Now that's obviously because it's being processed through the Nest servers and then being made publicly available. So what's quite nice is we have got the ability to actually record this stream, and we're going to make use of some Azure functions and such, but ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this recording, and we should see shortly that there's a confirmation that this has started. There we go. And while that's happening, what I'll do is I've actually got some colleagues to come and help me out here. So what we'll hopefully see here is some of my colleagues who've come to help me out here. And also one other who happened to be passing by. Okay, enough about that. Let's just let the recording finish up there. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to go ahead and stop the recording. And what's quite nice about that is we'll actually see it store against the related document library that's on the back of the customer asset. So we'll just go ahead and sort this by the modified time, and we'll see that that's come through immediately there at 7:17. What's also quite nice is now we can go ahead and have a look at the output of what's coming through there. And firstly, what we'll see there is that we've got a video that's come through. So what we'll notice is that an actual IoT alert has been created this time, but instead of it being created as an anomaly, this one has just been created as an informational IoT alert. And the reason for that is it's the output of the video indexing cognitive service that we just fed that stream recording to. So we'll see that we've got a lot of just metadata about what the recording actually is, but as we start scrolling down, we'll actually see what the video indexer starts picking up. So you can see all of the different names that it's starting to pick up, the text, as well as some of the keyframes where those appear, and this is all sort of the output of that video service in a sort of JSON format. Now obviously that's not really readable for us, so what we can do is actually go and have a look at some of the insights that are available from the video itself. So initially we can see that it's picked up one of my colleagues, Chris. We can actually see where it does pick him up in the video. So there we go, you can see it's picked him up there. So clicking on that, you can see some of the keywords picked up. You can see the lovely strobe lighting, and every now and then it picks up the colors of those. But we can also then go and see the timeline, and what's quite nice about this is it'll show you certain events that it's picking up. So as an example, it's picked up Dorrington, and you'll see one of the built-in features is that it's got OCR, and that's really nice for reading text or documents or anything like that, and being able to establish who these people are. Now obviously you can see that the video feed wasn't clear, so the text isn't 100% matched, but I think it does a really good job. And what we can actually have a look at is if we go back to our IoT alerts, and I ran this with a similar sort of video a number of days ago, and what we can see is that the insights that it picks up in this scenario. So there we go. Now that it's busy loading, you'll see that it's actually started to pick up a whole lot of extra things. It starts picking up different brands that may have been mentioned. It may pick up sentiment based on the words that are being spoken, and we'll see that the timeline that's actually been presented is far more complete. And you'll see it starts matching text to particular people that are speaking. You can see lots of OCR on there, and it basically builds up this complete timeline for us. So really insightful, and can be used for things like health and safety, for security, for remote monitoring and inspections. Really are quite endless, and it just provides a nice extension onto the already existing CFS pattern. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll put a few more out to show you some extended capabilities even further beyond this. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.